Yo, what is up? It is your boy stephlyon, and today we are here with a reaction. So I'm going to be reacting to Star Citizen Alpha 4.0.1 incoming updates that weren't ready for 4.0. So this is Board Gamers video I'm going to be reacting to, but let's get right into it.
Welcome to some more Star Citizen. Star Citizen Alpha 4.0.1 is incoming.
Already?
At least to the
You know what?
PC.
No. What do I mean already? It needs to come. Okay, let's all agree on that.
EU. CIG put out a little post, Wikipedia did in fact, saying team is still working on some more DGS hotfixes, dedicated game server, that we may be able to get out onto the servers this week,
Yeah,
hopefully by tomorrow.
of
So
hotfixes.
that'll be today now. We're also setting up for 4.0.1 going on to the PTU as early as Thursday next week.
Ooh,
which has
that is good. Since I tried 4.0 and I've been playing it for a little bit now, like a couple of days, I realized that I honestly want them to make it live, because the longer it takes to make it live, that means they can kind of offset some of that importance and be like, well, 3.24 is still out and whatnot. But if they make 4.0 the live version, all manpower has to be on 4.0. So that's a good thing.
quite a few hotfixes and updates that didn't make it into the base 4.0.
I still haven't seen these dogs yet.
If things do happen by tomorrow, I'll update here. So at the moment, I'm keenly awaiting more hotfixes for Alpha 4.0, and you can expect more hotfixes for that patch over the next few days. And then 4.0.1 on the PTU next week. When that's ready, it'll be replacing the 4.0 preview build with that new 0.1 patch.
Right, so then that's going to be okay, I think he's just about to say it. There shouldn't be a wipe, guys. There shouldn't be a wipe. Please. There shouldn't be a wipe.
Wipe with that as well, beyond just refinery jobs and volatile items and consumables getting wiped. Please bear in mind, if CIG go, oh, a good way of fixing a load of the problems that 4.0 has is to have another wipe, they will wipe properly. Like,
No. Oh my god. Okay. There is a lot of problems. That's the issue. The issue is there's a lot of problems, and it's not like, oh, there's problems that are like, they seem not like deep rooted. Some of the problems seem hella deep rooted. Like the hangar issues, the freaking you can't share missions, you can't get missions. Like even when you're using the elevators are getting like overlapped with other people's elevators in the shards. And then you have things where like you do a mission, you try to get something like a cargo mission, you try to get your elevator up and nothing shows up. Some of the issues seem like they're deep rooted, and if they're deep rooted, they might need to wipe. I just made my first $1 million.
that is potentially something they could do, but they've basically said, look, we actually want the progress from 4.0 preview to carry over to 4.0.
Okay, see, this is the thing, right? So basically, when you guys told me, yo, Steph, 4.0 is out, it's working really good for now, but it's probably going to get worse when more people start playing it. I said, you know what, I don't really care too much because it's 4.0. The game is still new to me, so everything is new to me, not just Pyro, like the new system is new. Everything in the game is new to me. So for me, it was like, I got to sit back a little bit, and I was playing 3.24. Then I said, you know what, I want to start my 0 to 1 million challenge. So to do that, I will need to go on 4.0. And because of that, I stopped 3.24 and I went to 4.0. And the added bonus where it was a thing where I could say, okay, let me just start it now, was because if I went to 4.0, my progress would carry on. So I could do my challenge, give me a little bit of more time to edit the video and get it out for you guys. But during that time, I knew that everything I had done up to that point would continue on with me in 4.0 once it went fully live. So if they remove it because of issues or whatever, that's going to be a big bummer. Is it going to be the end of the world? No, not really, because at the end of the day, if 4.0 was never going to be a thing during the Christmas holiday, 3.24 was going to get wiped anyway. So I didn't really care because I was playing to get wiped. So having the 4.0 was just an added bonus to my adventure. So it's not going to be like, oh my god, the game is broken, they wiped everything. And to be honest, it's been so broken. Most people, most new players probably haven't made that much progress. Like I've made almost no progress past what you guys saw on stream.
Or 4.0.x live. Just bear that in mind, and I'm really interested to know what you think. Would you prefer a wipe when 4.0.x goes fully live?
I will only prefer wipe if it fixes a whole bunch of the base problems. And if that's what you're doing it for, that is cool, because I think we can all agree there's a lot of problems. And if a wipe will fix those issues, we might just take it along. They might have to, like, I don't know, do they do this over here where it's like if they make a mistake, they compensate? Like, let's say they have to wipe everything. Can they check how many players have made whatever and started playing 4.0 for like over, I don't know, 40 hours or 20 hours? And if you put in like 20 hours or more, they give like all those players 100K starting to get you off like good foot and not like the regular 10K they give you. If they did something like that, or even give a banner or a free t-shirt or a piece of armor or a gun or something, or a skin, something, anything like that. I feel like compensation is what normal games do. Something happens where it's their fault or they miscalculated. They give you like a skin or something like that to put on something. And that way you don't feel like they just took everything from you and they didn't give you anything for their mistake.
Or do you want stuff to just to carry over? Or do you not care? Just
I don't care too much.
I prefer to have a more playable game.
Exactly.
I'm also really interested to know what people think about CIG working through Christmas, New Year, and early January. Now, obviously, it's not.
That was big for me. That was really big for me because on my favorite game, Ark, they just stopped working and the game was basically broken. They just left. Most games, even all the other games I play, most games, the studios literally shut down. If there's any problems, you're on your ones, bro. Like if anything bad happens, hey yo, we're on holiday too. Which I get. Obviously, people need to have holidays. I wouldn't like to work in Christmas. You probably wouldn't like to work in Christmas. It's a reasonable thing, right? But the fact that they probably had to pay people a lot more to cover those shifts, it's crazy to me. Like that's wild. I'm not gonna say that's bad at all. Like that's pretty awesome, and I feel like that's a more or less, I'd say, like a sign of respect, that we respect you guys enough to pay people more to kind of be here working and trying to fix things, even if it's just slightly, but at least there's people here trying to fix something, you know?
4.0 has been plagued by bugs, some of which can't be hotfixed as well. They require that 4.0.1 patch to be deployed to fix client issues and to make some of the server and hotfix updates stick better. Some players are still having issues joining servers, spawning ships, leaving.
Yo, since they started this meshing, man, how can I be on a queue with 249 people? What are you talking about? What are we doing here, bro? You have to literally keep jumping to get a queue that has like 10. Oh, God.
Hangars, there are major mission problems. Admittedly, CIG have fixed a load of the 30k and crashing out issues, players not being able to play.
Oh, yeah,
some players, though, are still locked out of the game effectively.
Damn.
CIG did say recently a few things, and they will be updating us more about fixes they've got for 4.0 and the significant issues that they're trying to solve. They did try to solve, or at least are working on.
Frying pan? Is bro wearing a frying pan on his head? Yo, that looks like a freaking frying pan, bro. He's wearing a freaking wok. Bro has a wok helmet.
They now know that server meshing at scale with a load of players on a single shard is causing a load of interesting infrastructure issues. Lots of stuff being spammed on servers that they didn't expect. A series of hotfixes have been already.
I knew it. I was saying that the shard system was botching things. So I guess they didn't try it with this map, with like the whole player base. And they probably did it with a controlled group. Because I was like, there's a lot of things that I think the shard system is messing up that they weren't expecting. That is very fascinating. But then, now do you see why we needed a preview version? Because now they've stress tested it with everyone on it, and they're finding the issues, which they wouldn't have got with their small control group. So I think the preview was a good shout, but the timing was very, very bad. Let's just say it. The timing was bad, because if they did this during a regular like season where the whole company is at work, this would have been perfect to actually test it, but they did it at Christmas, and that's the only downside to it. That's literally the only downside.
It's deployed to reduce global lag, resulting in improved reactions and responsiveness and faster login queue times, things like that. You will notice that if you're on a good server, everything is pretty snappy and everything is working
If you're on a good server, everything is flush.
There's problems there that CIG needs to solve and further optimize. Also, mission service, that's had a load of degraded performance, and the more sort of missions and the longer a server's been up, the more problems this seems to have. So they have been hotfixing this, but there are still issues there. Hangar spawn as well. So this is the thing that I want to come back into the game properly and stay. They basically gone, look, you can spawn in your hangar at your home location rather than spawning in your hab. So you spawn there.
How? Wait, you can spawn at your hangar. That would be brilliant. That would actually be brilliant.
That cuts out a load of travel time.
Yeah.
You can get straight into the game. You save 10 minutes. 10 minutes or potentially even more.
Nah, only like
time,
2 minutes.
You load the game.
Only like 2
just
minutes.
Being able to get straight into the gameplay. But they've had to go, we're going to disable that for now because it was causing some problems. So,
so it was
it is
already
only
there.
temporarily disabled, and hopefully they'll be bringing it back in this 0.1 patch if it all works properly. So, yeah, their current focus is just getting 4.0 in a playable state.
Yeah, we need that. We definitely
I'd really
need
like
that.
a fast elevator from hospital straight to my hangar, or the ability just to spawn in the emergency elevator in my hangar when I die and that sort of stuff. Also, CI.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, if you had an option to like regenerate in your hangar, because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, the hospital is there, but the station houses the hospital. So I guess they should be able to put their regeneration like software in the hangars and things because they're in the building, right?
IT did say, in addition to these, we're currently in the middle of rolling out service updates to optimize the reputation of mission services, social system improvements, preventing concurrent unstows of hangars, and safeguarding against the current leading cause of hybrid crashes. And they've done a good amount of fixing to this over the last week or so, admittedly. But as I said, there's still more to do.
See, the thing is so far for me in 4.0 is I literally haven't gone back to Pyro since the stream for the mere reason that when you crash, when you log out, Pyro is so big that when you crash and you're set back to a spawn point or whatever, you are so far away from the location you wanted to go to, and you have to do that whole trip again. Sometimes I'm flying to a destination for 5-8 minutes, and then I crash literally just at the front door of the place I'm going. And then I'm back to my regular station, and then I have to fly another 5-8 minutes to get there. And it's just like, am I going to crash this time? So I feel like it's been scary. That's what it is. It's just been scary for me to say, I'm going to spend all that time trying to get there and trying to do things just to crash and have to basically like just start over again on my journey. It's so annoying. So I've kind of been staying in the old system because I'm just not bothered to do all that flying and crashing and flying and crashing. And sometimes it's very, very bad. Sometimes it's okay and it doesn't happen that often. But when it does, you get like 5 server errors back to back. Then you get like 4 crashes back to back. Damn.
There's annoying issues with interacting with the loot. There's FPS and PvP bits that they need to solve. I really love contested zones, but I
haven't even got to try that yet.
When it comes to lag, latency, jank, and just random PvP, and when you're having a bit of a janky experience.
Damn.
And a lot of the stuff is
like, see, that right there scares me, bro, because I want to go in and I want to go Rambo, but I can't go Rambo if I'm freaking like crashing and lagging and because the thing is, I think on during the stream, you guys made me go to this station. I think it was called Ruin, and apparently that's where the contested zone is. We just started lagging. The stream just started lagging, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So imagine I went to a contested zone and I was experiencing that lag. That's crazy.
Isn't balanced properly. It can be quite frustrating. I have seen some people complain about contested zones and saying like, oh, they didn't back Tarkov. But, well, you could say that about any individual gameplay loop in Star Citizen. The fact that they're adding more gameplay loops to cater for different things.
Different planes. So yeah, that's better, good. Right? Yeah, that's way better.
They've got this FPS styled loot extraction stuff that isn't a huge portion of the game, but it's a part of the game that you can focus at if you want to. I think it's great. I want...
we can't complain about adding different things to the game. Like, this gives you... The game is trying to touch all those spots that we need touched. Pause, no diddy. But, like, that's what it's trying to do. Like, so, in my opinion, adding more things... And the good thing about it is, right, mostly when games start adding random things to the game, I'm the kind of person who will be like, this doesn't fit. This is not meant to be in the game. But when it comes to Star Citizen, because the world is so based in, like, future reality, there are so many different things they can add that fit in the game. Now, if they started adding, I don't know, freaking flying Pegasuses that spit meteor strikes from their butt, that is not meant to be in this kind of game. But the fact that you're adding things that actually have a place in the game and you're adding more of it to cater to more people's playing styles, that's perfect to me. So we can't really complain about it, and it's not going to be perfect. This is like pretty much the first contested zone, right? And they probably built this off the PvP Arena Commander kind of gameplay. They're probably using that to build this. So yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but like we just have to wait it out, really.
MMO dungeons, I want that for spaceship battles as well as FPS stuff at all scales. I typically find the people that say this isn't what I want or whatever, and then complain about it, I don't really understand what you're complaining about. Not all gameplay is for everyone.
Exactly.
And it certainly doesn't take away.
Exactly, bro. Like when you're playing a game, the game gives you so many options because not everything is for you. I hate boring things, right? I'm going to be more or less doing FPS, I play Arena Commander. I'm going to be doing stuff that has me shooting at things. And only when I'm bored, I don't have that much time, I'm going to be doing more of the boring stuff like the mining and cargo hauling. That's the thing. The game has options for you. If you like something, focus on it. No one is stopping you. No one is saying you have to go to the contested zones and fight and do PvP. Ain't nobody telling you that, son. Like, relax.
Anything from the game, it only adds to it. Adds to the economy. Adds to the way that missions and players and roles all interact with each other. But that's just my thoughts on that, and I'm interested to know what other people think. I do have some expectations for 4.0.1. That is that it's going to be on the PTU next week, and then the preview build
not too far
most likely
away.
the week after. You're going to see more optimization here. You're going to see a load of fixes.
They need to fix the water, bro. The water doesn't look like water to me. I don't know what about y'all, but the water is non-existent.
Just bugs, or at least some of them. I'm hoping that we'll see the return of spawning in home hangars, and it will be interesting to see how stable that new patch is, because obviously they want to phase out 3.24.3 as quickly as possible, because they want to have all the server and all the power focused on 4.0.
Before you can phase it out, it's got to work.
Build even more optimal, even when it is on the live build, because they want to improve server meshing. They want to get the game as playable as possible.
But yeah, with like 4.0 and me personally, it's kind of been a thing where my first few playing sessions, I did like 3 playing sessions, they went smoothly. I literally, from the start to finish, everything was running perfectly. I had clouds on, I was flying around, no lag, everything was working perfectly. And then a couple of days later, I think just a bit before New Year's, I went on to 4.0 to finish my 0 to 1 million challenge. And then it just started bugging out. Ships were breakdancing in my hangar. Ships weren't being called in my hangar. Things were meshing. I was literally seeing other people in my hangar, literally getting warped to like the lobby because I was out of zone or restricted area, and I was like, what the hell, I'm in my hangar, right? The hangar doors would open. As soon as you get to the hangar, they close again and you blow you up. Like, there were so many things going wrong, and I was like, damn, what the hell? But then I went the next day, on New Year's Eve, I went on, did the stream. We had like 4 hours before any jank started happening. That was pretty awesome. We did a 4-hour stream, nothing went bad, and that was my first stream. It didn't tank my performance the way I thought it was going to tank my performance, which tells you, like, even though I was playing the game that's tanking my PC, when 4.0 was running perfectly and running well, it didn't tank my system, didn't task my system, which was really nice. But since then, I've been stuck doing cargo missions and things. And the thing is that, right, at the end of the day, 90% of the time, it wouldn't work. Like, you'd be lucky if they let you do 2 missions and actually paid you for the 2 missions. If your boxes actually came off the elevators. If the elevator was even working, you know. So the thing is, like, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. There's a lot of things. When you're playing, you can see on the chat, people are complaining. Sometimes the chat wasn't even working. You couldn't even chat. There were so many things going wrong with it, and it's been a little bit scary. So for me personally, I've been staying away from actually... I haven't been leaving. I've been literally going from like Riker to Bygenie, and that's just kind of it, because I'm in area 18, right? And I've been really scared to do things. And when I go out to do like a bunker mission, I'm halfway through the bunker and I lag out, server error, everything disappears, or I'm getting all my loot and then the game freezes, I get a black screen and I lose everything. So it's been a bit tough, and I've just been kind of focusing on like editing videos because I'm scared of playing right now. So we do need a lot of hot fixes, but it's fun. When it's working, it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. But yeah, my experience hasn't been terrible. It's been a thing of like, it's been a lot of patience. It's been giving me a lot of tests on my patience, but apart from that, it's still really nice. And when it works well, it works well. And when it works well, you see why you're here. You see why you're playing. And for that, I'm giving it the pass for now. Let's see. Let's give them, like, I'd say at the end of this month, we can say, okay, why is this still broken? If it's still broken, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my opinion so far on like the 4.0 situation. But if you like this reaction, make sure to like, subscribe, join the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the month. So come on, help me get to 1,000 subs. Don't forget, if you like this video, you liked what you saw and what you heard, this is Board Gamer's video that I did react to. So make sure to go check him out over there as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one.